going on, everyone? Spidey here, and as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Halloween. I love Halloween magic, I love the whole Halloween season, and I'm super excited that it's around the corner. So to celebrate, I'm gonna be teaching you guys one of my absolute favorite card tricks that is perfect for Halloween. Also, stick around till the end of this video because I'm gonna do a contest and you could win a whole bunch of Halloween decks of cards and Halloween tricks that'll get you all geared up for October. So here we go, let's learn this thing. As a mentalist, one of the questions I get asked the most often is, can I communicate with ghosts? Like, can I talk to ghosts? Can I summon ghosts? And I'm gonna show you how I can do that, okay? But like we're gonna kind of pretend. So we'll do it this way. I've got a deck of cards here, and Morgan, right? Morgan, can you see that all these cards are 100% different? Great, I'll give them a quick shuffle as well. And Morgan, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick one of these cards, and that is going to be, go ahead, grab any one at all, and that is going to represent our ghost. So show it to everyone here, show it to the camera, make sure I cannot see it. And that is gonna represent the ghost. That is the ghost card. Good? Mm-hmm. Awesome, and here, we'll just drop it back right there, face down. Wonderful. Can you remember that card? Okay, and you guys saw it as well. So that's gonna represent the ghost. I'm gonna give the cards a bit of a mix, and I'm going to put them away inside the box. Now, to summon a ghost, you have to create an area of darkness because, as we all know, ghosts only come out at night. So the cards are in the box. I want you to verify, inspect, check out this table handkerchief with skeletons on it. Very, very ghosty thing. Legit?
Yes.
Awesome. Nothing weird about it? No slits, no holes, no cuts, no openings. Great. We're gonna put the deck of cards in here and we're gonna wrap it up to create darkness, right? To create somewhere where the ghost will be comfortable manifesting himself. So we're gonna wrap this around like this. You could see it being wrapped around all sides, yes?
Yes.
Like that, and all the way around over here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna communicate with the ghost to try to find out its identity. Then I'm gonna summon it. So we're gonna start with the identity. Focus on this ghost, what he looks like. I'm gonna try to kind of communicate with it. Here we go. Are you a red card? It said yes. It's a red card? Hearts or diamonds? Mm-hmm. One of those? Yeah. Okay. Are you a diamond? It said no. It's a heart?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to summon the ghost. Here we go. Watch carefully. You can see the box all wrapped up in there, right? Mm-hmm. Watch. I'm going to try to summon the ghost through the cards, through the box, and through the handkerchief. One card melts right through.
Can you see it?
Yes, in a second. You can see that, right? Right through there, right through the cloth, right through the fabric. What was the card?
The Jack of Hearts.
Jack of Hearts was the ghost? Jack of Hearts. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now let's learn my version of card through handkerchief. Card through handkerchief is a very old card trick. It's been published hundreds of times with hundreds of different variations, and it dates all the way back to the 1800s. But this is my version, and I added two things. One is the whole presentation about the ghost, which I think is really cool, especially this time of year. And then I slightly modified the fold of the handkerchief to add a full card peek, which maybe has been done before. I just personally haven't seen it. So here's what you need to do this. First of all, you need a deck of cards. This could be borrowed. There's nothing wrong with the deck of cards. I'm using this really cool Halloween Bone Riders deck of cards from Bicycle, which I really like for this trick. And then you need a handkerchief or a cloth napkin. In this case, once again, I'm using this really cool Halloween one with skulls and spider webs and stuff like that. But you know, you can use at a restaurant, sometimes when they have like the fancier like cloth napkins, you can use that, or a bandana, or any handkerchief. This, by the way, I got at Walmart, and I will be including one in the contest for today, this as well. So before you even begin, it really helps to give the deck a bow like this. The cards are facing downwards, and I'm just putting a bit of pressure on the sides to give it a slight curve like that. It's not 100% necessary. If you forget, you'll still be 100% fine, but it does help a little bit. You'll see why in a sec. So you're gonna start off by shuffling the cards. You could shuffle, your spectator could shuffle. It really doesn't matter. It's a fully shuffled deck. And while that's happening, you're gonna tell them that as a magician or a mentalist, you often get asked if you could communicate with ghosts, and we're gonna try something along those lines today. At this point, you're gonna have them choose a card. Doesn't matter which one. Let's say in this case, the Queen of Clubs. Now, they're gonna put the Queen of Clubs or their card back in the deck, and you're gonna control it to the top. Now, for those of you watching who do magic, you know what that means. For those of you who don't, controlling a card means secretly bringing it to the top of the deck or wherever else you need it in the deck. Now, in the performance and in this explanation, I will be using a double undercut, which is a very basic but effective way to get the card to the top. If you don't know what a double undercut is, in the description, I'm gonna leave a link to a channel called 52 Cards and a video where they teach you in great detail what the double undercut is. So you can go there after you're done with this video and learn it, and you'll be ready to do this trick. I'm also gonna leave in the description a bunch of links to a good friend of mine, Spade, who teaches some incredible card controls. If you wanna do something other than the double undercut, go check his stuff out. But basically, here's what happens. The card goes in the middle of the deck. The Queen of Clubs, that's the one they chose, goes in the middle of the deck. And really quickly, as I close the cards up, my pinky stays on top of their card like this. Can't see it from the front, but from the back, I'm holding that spot. Now I do the double undercut, which basically, my thumb comes back here. I grab half of the cards from this bottom stack and cut them to the top. Then I grab all the cards under that opening and bring those to the top, which means the Queen of Clubs is now on top. Again, check the description for a more detailed tutorial, but basically quickly done. The Queen of Clubs goes in the middle, and I just give the cards a couple of cuts, and now their card is on top. Now that their card is on top of the deck, but they don't know that, you're gonna put the cards back in the box with the face of the cards facing the same direction as the flap. So you're gonna go like this. The cards are now in the box and they're facing this way. Now I'm gonna give you an over-the-shoulder look at what happens now. So their card is here. They don't know that. And at this point, you're gonna make it seem like you're just closing the deck. In fact, what you're doing is this. You are squeezing the sides of the deck through the box, and notice how that top card pops up. Now, if you squeeze harder, more cards pop up, but you really just want that top card to pop up like that. This is why we gave the cards that bend earlier. It really helps with this. Now, you're gonna bring that flap in this opening between the card and the rest of the deck. So basically, you've isolated that top card, but you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna pull it out. You're just gonna close the box, and then your thumb's gonna go here. So now you can gesture, you can talk, you could say, you know, the cards are in the box. Don't oversell it. Don't be like, look, they're really in there. It doesn't matter. Now, you're gonna give them the handkerchief to check it out. While they're checking that out, this is really quick. You're gonna grab the deck like this. Your left hand is here, and your thumb is contacting that card there naturally. And my index is gonna go here to the left side, and my thumb is just gonna pull this card out a little bit, just a little, and I'm gonna hold the deck like this. So from the front, they can't see that you've pulled that card out, but from the back, you've got access to it. Now you're gonna take the handkerchief back from them, and you're gonna cover the cards. Before I show you how you're gonna cover the cards, I wanna show you what happens under the handkerchief. So as soon as the handkerchief is over your hand, your left hand lets go of the hanky, goes under, and your right hand pinches this card, drops the deck, and then brings this back out over the handkerchief and lays it across like this. You're gonna end up in this position, but with the handkerchief between the deck and the card. Now let me show you what that looks like with the handkerchief. So you're here, they've given you the handkerchief back. You're gonna grab it with the designs outwards. So it's facing them from the middle of the handkerchief like this. You're gonna come over here, you're gonna cover it like this. And as discussed, your hand is gonna go under here, the deck is gonna drop, and you're gonna come over here and you're gonna lay it on top like this. So the card is directly under the box. Now, let's go over the fold with my modifications. You're gonna grab the front and you're gonna bring it backwards and you're gonna just cover the whole deck like this. Now I like to regrip here to just check with my fingers where that card is. If I feel like it's a little too close to the edge, I might give it a little bit of a push backwards, but it's fine now. Now you grab here with your left hand. Your right hand is gonna come grab all this cloth over here, and in the original fold, you would go almost straight across like this. I'm not gonna do that because I want to be able to see the card in a second. So I'm gonna pull back like this, just a little, maybe about an inch, and then I'm gonna go across like this. So I want you to see this from this side. In the original fold, it was more like this, but that covered the card. I wanna expose that card, I wanna get my peak, so I'm going more down and then across. Here and then there. So it's actually a lot easier from this position. Down and then across like this. And I'm holding it there. Now I'm holding that grip. My left hand is doing the same. I'm going to come here. This one doesn't have to go as low, but maybe half an inch down like this and then across like that. Now I bring it around here. You can even keep going if you want. And now my right hand with the thumb under is going to grip everything here and bring it upwards like this. Now here's what's happening. We can see that card. See, in the original fold, it would go lower, so it would block it. You wouldn't see it. But now you could definitely see what that card is. And in a moment, that's going to be important. And it's held in place. But from the front, it looks like that whole deck of cards is wrapped up in there. So now you're extremely far ahead, because first of all, they think you can't possibly know what their card is, and second of all, they think that it's lost in the deck, in the box, in the handkerchief. But it's not. It's right there, plus you know what it is because you can see it. So you're in a really comfortable place right now. Now here's the point where you're gonna first reveal what the card is. Now you don't have to do it the way I did it, where you're like communicating with the ghost. I think it's fun. I really enjoy doing it that way, but you can just go focus on your card. I'm getting that it's a black card. I'm getting that it's a club. And you can do whatever, whatever suits your presentation. Also, I don't like to reveal the whole card, just the color and the suit. Because at the end when it comes out, I want to build up that drama of, did I get it right or not? And you saw in the performance, they were anxious to see if I got it. So that's my way of doing it. But if you want to go, I think it's the Queen of Clubs, then get it out, that works as well if it works for you. Now, the card coming out is obviously not coming through the cloth. It's behind it. But because of the angle, because it's slightly tilted here, you could see that, to them, it looks 100% like it's going through the middle of that cloth. Obviously, you don't want anyone on your sides or behind you. You want them to be as much as you can in front of you. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna wiggle the cards like this, up and down. And because of that weight, the card is gonna start sliding out. Now, sometimes you wrap that handkerchief up really tightly, so it's gonna take a bit more of an aggressive sort of gesture. And sometimes it just so happens that it's not that much of a tight grip, so it's easily sliding out. Like in this case, that's what's happening. I can immediately tell. So the first you start light to gauge what's happening. Here, I can immediately see that it's easily sliding out. So I'm gonna stay with a gentle sort of gesture. If it was really like tightly in there, I would have to give it a harder jiggle. Now it comes out there, and I'm gonna stop about here. I'm gonna keep it in motion so they don't have a chance to see it's back there, but my hand's gonna come up and form like this basket, because if it falls out, I wanna catch it. And sometimes it just does. It falls right out and I catch it. Sometimes you're having a really hard time because it's really stuck in there, and you just reach up and pluck it out. That's also really effective. What you don't want is for it to fall to the ground. That happens sometimes and it's as effective, but what you want is to end up here. Now at this point, you have two options with what you do with this. Either you drop it on the table, and I'll show you how in a sec, or you do this. You go, what was the card? Queen of Clubs, they say. Or what was the ghost, sorry, and they go Queen of Clubs. And you look up and dramatically reveal it. Hand it to them or set it down, and your left hand comes over here, grabs the deck from the bottom, flips it upwards this way, and as you do that, your right hand kind of tosses the cloth like this. You don't have to be that aggressive, but what that does is it kind of undoes that fold, and now you're left with this totally examinable Such a freaking miracle. They could check it out. There's no cuts, no slits, nothing to find. It's gone. The other option is you were here, the card comes out, and you drop this on the table like this. Then you reveal the card, you show it, and you come forward like this and grab the deck here, and on the way up, you just let that open up, and again, you're in the same position where they could check this out, and there's nothing to find. Okay guys, that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys are gonna destroy with this. It's such a great trick, it's such great reactions. I really enjoy it, and I hope you guys will as well. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this and the reactions you're getting. Let's do the contest. So for the contest, I wanna gear you up for Halloween. Here's what you can win. First off, I'm gonna give you guys a handkerchief just like the one that I used in this explanation. Then I'm gonna give you guys a bunch of Halloween themed decks, the Bicycle Bone Riders, a deck of Ghost playing cards from Illusionist, and the Skull deck, all of which are really awesome, especially for this kind of thing. All that's included. Finally, you're gonna get a copy of Spectre, which is a bandana that does a lot of really spooky effects, a ton of great stuff in here. This is one of my creations. I've done it all over television, and it gets amazing reactions, and you're gonna get that with this as well. Also, keep in mind that this week I'm doing two contests. This one and a very similar one on Instagram where you could win Spectre and a bunch of decks of cards. So make sure to go check out my Instagram page as well. As for the YouTube contest, here's what you must do to enter. First of all, make sure you like this video, make sure you are subscribed to this channel and your notifications are on. You must be subscribed to win. Finally, in the comments, let me know of all the tutorials on this channel that I've done, which ones did you find the most useful and which ones are you using the most? Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what you thought of this trick, because I'd love to know if you're gonna go out and destroy with this. And that's it. I will pick a winner in a couple of weeks. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you soon.